Okie dokie. Hello, hello. Should be live now. Welcome, everybody. There's someone in the chat currently, but I'll just be answering some questions since we've reached 30K, which is pretty freaking awesome. So thank you so much. I appreciate it a lot. This is a new headset, so hopefully this is better than the other mic, but I know last time it did sound like, you know, just Xbox 360 quality audio, which was super awesome. So, yes. I'll go grab the link and post it in the Discord and see if anyone is awake to join. Hello, hello, welcome. Let's see where stream updates. Alright, alright. Alright. I just posted in the chat. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Hello, hello. So we're gonna be playing Sticky Business while I answer any questions you may have for me as... Oh! Sneak peek of an ASMR in the fucking background. That was an accident. LOL. I thought I muted my other computer. That's so funny. Okay, I'm gonna leave that to charge. Alright. Sorry also for any, like, what is it? Wind noises. I know I have the mic so close to my mouth. Alright. Yes, yes, yes. I am doing alright. I am pretty awake, which is kind of shocking because I feel like it's later than it usually is. For me to stream and stuff, but yeah, no. I'm doing pretty good. How are you guys doing? Holy moly, I was just cooking rice. Yes, yeah, no, I don't think I'm ever gonna, like, make an actual gaming channel or anything, but, you know, doing streams occasionally here it's pretty fun. I'd like to keep doing it, just probably not as often as the other videos, because that's already a good amount of time dedicated to stuff, so, yes. But yeah, no, we're just gonna be playing this. I have some progress on it already. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Yes, I've been playing it on my own for a little bit. I think I have... I don't even know how many hours on it yet, but definitely a solid amount. Root beer. Thank you, root beer. Root beer in the chat. Okay, yeah, no, but any questions you guys have about, like, my process, if you'd like any audio tips, if you want to know, yeah, how I do things, what games I'm familiar with, literally anything else, just let me know while we play this game. Alright, so this is our little day meter in the bottom left corner. This is basically telling us how much time we have and how much time certain things are going to take. So I think we have 2 orders to pack, and this is all the stickers I've already made. I'll show you how the sticker making works. It's actually a pretty interesting game. I did not think it was that interesting, but I downloaded it and tried it out, and it's pretty awesome. So you choose a wrapping paper. I have cherries, and I have these. And I have these blank ones. And I have the filling. I have regular cardboard, then I have pink, green, purple. So cool. It's more blue than anything, which it's just doesn't just doesn't match. But whatever. Just drawing, didn't think I would be here. Join here. Nice to hear. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you for joining. Can't stay for long, but it's impossible tomorrow. Hope my save videos are goated. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, no, I'm pretty shocked. How quickly, like, 30K we got to. Very surprising, but yeah, no. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. It's very, very nice to know that people like the stuff. Okay, here's like our printer, so we gotta check what we need. We don't have enough of this in this, so we're gonna go print. I don't think I've made a sticker sheet of this yet. I'm gonna try to fit one more. looks like. I can print 9. So I do that, and then I need to print one of these. Very happy little printer. This game makes me feel like I'm not playing something real because it's just so like, just the style of it. Everything's like pixelated, which is super cute. Okay, and then I'll pack it and send it off. I don't think I have any treats to send them. There we go. You have the ladybug, right? And then one more package, and I think that's all we have for today. Do you like mustard? I do actually. I do like mustard. It's condiment that I feel like a lot of people that I know don't like, but I'm a fan. I'm a fan of that. What do you think? Do we like mustard here? Here, get a little gay bracelet. Alright, that's all the orders for today, so we can send those off. And then I will show y'all, since I have time, how the sticker maker thing works. We'll look through and see if there's any ones we want to buy. And then we'll go from there. Yes, no, very, very cute game. So, this game is called Sticky Business. Sticky Business. You can get it on Steam. Highly recommend it. It's actually very fun. If you like little indie games like this and kind of games where you're running a business, it's actually very, very good purchase. So happy as well. Got Ellen. Yes. Yeah, I know. I heard that she just came back. So good luck on y'all's Ellen polls. I haven't been playing Zenless, but I know Jane has a new outfit. I don't know who else has a new outfit. I forget. You have a fake character to make somewhere for. Yes, I think so. I mean, I think there are like definitely characters that are much easier. I'd say Jane and Ellen are much easier to come up with things for. But aside from that, yeah, I think those are my top 2, and like as you can see on the channel and stuff, those are my top 2 characters you'll see, which is, yeah, like, makes sense. They're also the most popular, so you can get like food, you can get words to put on stuff, and then you can get let's see. I'm trying to talk a little quieter because I think when I have my headphones on, I end up talking really loudly. So anyway, hopefully you can still hear me at this volume. Yes, let's see. The flowers and stuff. You got a lot of stuff to choose from. Looks like a browser game. Exactly. That's why I like it so much. It looks so, like, it's very satisfying to look at. I'm a big fan. Do I enjoy mayo? Mayonnaise, yes. I do like mayo. I can't have it that often because it's made with, like, I think dairy products, right? I know there's, like, it's either gluten-free or something, or dairy-free, mayonnaise I know they sell. So I, like, technically could get something like that, but I just don't like, I don't eat mayo a lot, but I do like it when I do get it. You think Frogger's a good dad to his frog children? Yeah, I mean, the Frogger situation is crazy. You never really know what's going on with people like that nowadays. May I ask that, are we getting a Ye Shengguang ASMR for both her normal form and her silver form? They both have different personalities. Yes, that is my plan if they have completely different personalities. Another option is I might do a binaural of them, where I do both of them together. But yes, I think I'm going to start out with her normal form, and then her silver form is going to... her evil alter ego is going to be a whole different one. Alright, now we're out of little sticker points, so now I'm going to go back. We're going to go make a sticker for as long as we need to do that. But the Mitsu, yes. Ugh, excuse me. Tis I. I'll try to talk a little louder. I don't know why this mic is just so quiet. Is this any better? Or is it still quiet? Testing, testing. I'll testing, testing, testing. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Testing, testing. Seeing if I can hear myself. Okay. Yeah, so it sounds a little muffled. It is, testing. Alright, whatever, it's fine. Yeah, it's good enough. Okay. Art style of this is immediately giving off cozy vibes. Yes, I agree. I agree. Will there be more ship ASMRs like Belle and Anby? Yes, there will be, for sure. I am curious if one of my customers will allow me to post the one that I just made for them. It is a Jane and Juyuan audio, which I think came out pretty well and doesn't have like a whole overwhelming amount of like sound effects on it. So if they allow me to, I would love to post that one as well so you guys can get to hear it as well. But I will ask them if that's okay. How have the holidays been treating you? Pretty alright. I think just trying to get everything planned is a little rough because it's like I have to work out you know, whenever my friends are free, when I'm free, whenever any of us have work off, it's like it's rough because it's like we don't have the same schedules as we used to when we were all still in school and stuff. So things have changed, which kind of it does suck, but it's part of, you know, life changing and stuff and all that. So we're just trying to work out, you know, where and when and like how to get things situated with our new life schedules, which has been a little frustrating because it's like, damn, why can't I just be free? But yeah, no, it doesn't work that way. Responsibilities come first. So I'm making another frog one. I'm a little crazy. Okay. I didn't know tuna tasted with mayo and mustard. It does, it does. Is anyone else a fan of tuna? As the blowfish dude said above me. He said, can't stay long doing some Christmas gifts. Love your videos, gotta go, stay safe. Oh, thank you, thank you. Yes, yeah, anyone who has to go, I hope you have a great night. Hope you have a nice day so far. Thank you so much. I hope you do as well. Okay. Now, deep do you go in researching the characters you make videos on? So, when I make videos about any character that I'm like mildly unfamiliar with, for Zenless, because I don't actually play Zenless anymore, fun fact, I hop to all the character trailers they have, even if it's like just combat. If they have lines in it, I use any of their lines to get a feel for their personality, their speech patterns, and like their overall, the way their voice sounds. And then, other than that, I will pretty much consume like any trailer content that they have. And then after that, after getting like the visuals down, and getting a feel for what is it? Feel for how they talk to people, maybe some like struggles they have, or some story relevant topics that I can talk about in a video. For example, Seed, the video that's coming out on this Sunday for y'all. I mainly drew from her more emotional side. I honestly am not a fan of that kind of character. It reminds me a lot of Hu Tao, and I am a day one Hu Tao hater. I hate that personality type on like anyone. I don't even find it funny. You know, like that kind of like just too upbeat character is very hard for me to get a feel for, so I don't really like doing those characters. Or like, sorry, me when I'm touching the mic. I don't like getting too involved with them because they're just not fun for me to voice. So, yeah, like same with like Farina from Genshin to a certain extent, where I'm like, I feel for the characters who have a deeper side, but if half of their personality or the way they're marketed is just character who's like super over the top, super bubbly, super annoying, and it's like, oh, but it's a cover for my deep dark emotions. It's great. I just don't think that I like the characters like that when they're written in like a Hoyoverse game. And that's just me. Like, I feel like most people that I know are like, oh, I love Hu Tao or whatever. Uh, that or like they don't know anything about the character. So that's fine, happens. But yeah, no, I do some pretty brief research. I don't really dive too far into things just because obviously like as soon as an idea sparks, that's when I'm like, okay, now we get recording. You know, I try to get as much like basic information as possible. And then other things I'll go in to the wikis. I'll go to the wikis, I'll go to the media, I'll go to the lore, the dialogue, and I'll sift through some stuff. I'll sift through voice lines. And that's pretty much what I do, which takes like 20 minutes max or something. And then, you know, the rest of the time learning about the character is going to be when I actually do the audio. I try to grab from like maybe more general themes, but it's more general themes that are important to that character and feel relevant, feel like emotionally relevant, or even if they're like kind of out of character, maybe feels like something the character would talk about or tackle in their life and that kind of stuff. So mildly deep, not too bad. I prefer Jiyuan and Qingyi. Yeah, no, Jiyuan and Qingyi is pretty good. I do like that ship. What's your favorite tree? Favorite tree. I like. Hmm. I have a thing for willow trees, I think. I like willow trees, and I like chrysanthemum and like lily of the valley flowers. What got you into making ASMR? So, pretty much I started out like actually doing this stuff when I was like 15, I think. So it's been a good like 4 years. I just didn't consistently do it, and I kind of gave up after I was like, oh, this sucks. I can't freaking make money. And then I stopped, and then I came back later. Um, but yeah, I think originally, like, I think I started on TikTok or something a while ago, and people were like, wow, your voice is so calming. And then I went and tried this stuff, and then I was like, oh wow, this is actually not too bad. I should try to do this more. So that's what I did, and it has been going pretty well. I do enjoy it. So I'm glad I got into it. But yeah, I think honestly TikTok is probably where I owe my I owe the credit to. Can yourself by say that you're smart, especially Ellen Joe. Yes, of course, of course. Thank you so much for watching, all y'all, and yeah, I'm glad to hear more love for Ellen. I'll definitely do more of her eventually. Although I've been a big fan of your work, could I ask if you prefer playing high pitched characters like Vivian or low range characters like Shifu? So lower range for sure, because when I actually recording, I know my voice might sound a little high here, but that's because of the compression. Um, I like recording for characters that are close to my range. So Jiyuan, Jane Doe, Yixuan is I think also one of them. But characters like that with like the mid to low pitch, sorry, are a lot easier to record for. Characters like Vivian, I can do right now if I wanted to. but they definitely, well, I don't know. So it depends. Vivian's actually very easy to do, only because it's your head voice. If you have the similar range that I do, it is literally just using your head voice, and it is honestly not super bad. I can do it for a while. I don't take huge breaks between like recordings usually, unless I'm like really short on time. So yeah, no, it doesn't take a lot out of you. You just have to like hit the right range. Um, so yeah, no, it's not like bad. It's just like I prefer to do lower range characters. Ellen's fine. I just don't. Her speech pattern, to an extent, is pretty rough on me. Um, and that's not to say like, oh, never request. I'm taking these brown mushrooms away. Never request Ellen again. Like I do like doing audios for her. Wow, that's so green. Go upside down. Oh my god. Why is it so ugly? Oh my god. Wait, I have an idea. What if we do like two small little wedges or something? Sorry, I'm trying to make a circle. Yeah, something like that. I'm trying to do it more in the center. Yeah, no, the only reason it's a little rough for me is because like she talks with like this really interesting speech pattern that kind of makes you squeeze your voice in a really strange way. So if it doesn't come naturally to you, it's probably gonna hurt. And for me, it does hurt because it's like, yeah, after a while, if I do it for super long, it's it's not like normal. So it's gonna feel a little weird. But yes. Flora does have a reason for being upbeat and oblivious. Her agent story explains why, and she matures as the character of the story. Yeah. Yeah, no, like I'm assuming characters like that have reasons for being like that. It's just not my favorite trope, I think, is my problem. Like I feel like it's and it's not even the fact that it's overused, it's just like not my favorite. And it's not even bad writing and stuff. It's just like I'm not a fan of those characters because I think I've been around people like that, like actual people, and they're just really annoying. Um but yeah, no. Like having like bubbly, upbeat, or like immature characters is totally fine. Obviously, not every character is going to be like, oh wow, I would be around this person if they were real, because they're cartoon characters, you know, they're fictional. It's not hurting me that that trope is used or anything. So yeah, let them live and breathe. Low key more genuine. Yeah, no, I will definitely I'll definitely do more of her. So I'm still catching up on chat. So weirdest Zenless ship you've heard of? Probably Bell and Wise. I'm not a fan of that. If anyone else is, you can swiftly get on out of here. I'm not supportive of anything like that. It's very, very strange. But yeah, I've seen a lot of that. Just sometimes on like artist pages that I follow sometimes, and I'm like, oh, why would you do that? Oh, like, it's not good. It's just not good because it's not even like they're separate MCs and stuff. It's like they're canonically siblings, and it's like, why? Oh, okay. It's just so odd. Ugh. And careful with information from the wiki. On is mostly accurate, it does get things wrong as well. Yeah, no, I definitely I combine things because there's some things that I've skimmed over that in other audios I've gotten wrong before. So I'm trying to do my best with like putting multiple sources of information together to make the correct storyline, or like the most correct one that I can muster up and whatever. Okay, let's see where I am. Do you like eggs? I do like eggs. My favorite eggs are quail eggs. I had these jalapeno. What were they? They're jalapeno quail eggs, and they are what is it? They are like pickled. Yeah, pickled jalapeno quail eggs. Might sound weird if you don't like maybe it's Asian food. Who knows? You know, my Asian grandmother uh used a lot of quail eggs too in some like soups and stuff. That was like my first introduction. Yeah, I found these like jalapeno quail eggs at a like farmer's market or something, and they were pretty good. Big fan. That in like a miso soup is so good because it's like a spicy miso soup. It's so good. Ugh. What's your favorite thing about Ellen, actually? I want to know what fuels the agenda. So, it's just the fact that you guys like her. I do like her design a lot, and I still do need to like complete my cosplay on her because I have the wig. I just haven't styled it yet. But her cosplay is so ridiculous to get into, and the waist barely fits, so I gotta double up on a belt, which is super fun. But yeah, no, it just looks like Ellen with extra belts, which Hoyoverse loves to do anyway, so it's whatever. But yeah, no, very low key frustrating cosplay to get into. I would probably never wear it to a con unless I bought her tail. Because it's just so much. It's just so much. Ugh. What's your Vivian ones have been mind blowing. Thank you. Yeah, no, it's kind of funny because like knowing my normal range, the Vivian ones seem like just so out of nowhere. Let's see. Oh my god. The thing keeps skipping the chat. You get a quick Vivian, and what's a head voice? Yeah. So pretty much, oh my god. Guys, we need to complete the sticker and move on to the next day. Oh my god. I'm giving this a little ball on your head. Yeah, that's good. Who freaking knows what we're doing anyway? Who cares? Who cares? This is such a weird sticker. Me part of his little belly or something. Low key. This could be good. This could be good. Yeah, whatever, man. Who care? Who care? Who care? Yeah, that's good. Okay, this is the sticker you guys are getting. It's just going to be an outdated joke, and that's the most you're getting from me today. It's gonna be yellow, so nobody can read it. No, I don't know. Fucking, I need to like pick a different color. Maybe breathe on this one. Wow, breathe. That looks so stupid. Okay, hold on. Let's put little sparkles on it or something. Oh my god, where'd they go? Are they here? Yeah. Would you like one up here? And like there. Wow. It's almost religious in nature. Alright. Stupid, stupid frog. I'm gonna name it Frog Sue, and it's gonna be on hollow love paper. Let's do disco grid. Oh. This is the ugliest sticker I've made, dog. Oh my god. Alright, whatever. We're going to bed. Alright, let's look at our gains and our losses. Okay. Yeah, so Vivian, the head voice is like, when you sit up here, this is my head voice, which is like, it's the lighter, airier range, and then if I squeeze it, let me see if I can get up and up. I don't know what my warm-up for Vivian is. What is it? Oh. Phaethon. Oh dear, Phaethon. Something like that. I usually do just a couple lines over and over again. I just did a March 7th audio. My warm-up for her is like her line that's like, did I scare you? It's just a joke. Like that line for her is my warm-up. And then Vivian, it's just saying like, my dear Phaethon, or well, I know I used the warm-up nobody touches my dear Phaethon, I think. Yeah, I think that was my warm-up for a while. And then yeah, but oh, what's happening over here? Is ASMR more of a hobby or a way to make money? So it's more of a way to make money. Definitely not a hobby. I would not be making videos as consistently if I didn't profit from it at all. Because I obviously have other things to do, and I have another job as well. So, it's like I need to save money on stuff for like actually having a life. Um, so obviously this is an investment because it pays me as well, and also it is fun doing it. That is my gain, is that I'm getting audio editing and recording experience, acting experience, experience with like expanding my range and trying new characters, and I get to entertain you guys, comfort you guys, and I get to make money. So it's overall beneficial. um, yes. Do you have a favorite conspiracy theory? I like the Hollow Earth one. I think it's really funny because it's like, yeah, sure, whatever, man. There's dinosaurs living in the center of the earth or something. Believe whatever you want. All these squares make a circle. All these squares makes a circle. Exactly. It's so funny. The frogs achieving their true zenless on 0. That's true, actually. Alright, so let's see what else is going on. Sorry. See stuff about Bell and Wise. Let's see. Didn't think you were more accustomed to the lower range, felt most comfortable when hearing your Vivian voice. Yeah, no, it's interesting. A lot of people I've noticed who watch like this stuff on YouTube, um, they like the higher voices. I think a lot of channels that do ASMR have a naturally higher range, which is totally fine. Like that's just kind of what it is. And sometimes those higher voices are softer on the ears. Sometimes the lower voices can come off as like maybe too seductive or something. Like, and not even like in a good way. It's just like I feel like you're trying too hard, which is totally fine. It's whatever. Higher voices to me come off as more like anime-y, anime-esque and stuff, which is why like I don't like listening to that kind of stuff. But yeah, no. It depends on what you like. This guy gets a rainbow ball. Have fun with your rainbow ball. And your green paper. I don't know. Let's do pink. Pink and fruit. Yeah. Okay. Are you planning to release more audio this December, or are you taking a break for New Year? I am not taking a break. I'm not taking a break. I never do. Cause if I do, it's like whatever, man. I usually can plan ahead, even if I'm like traveling or something, which I've done it a couple times. I have traveled for weeks at a time while videos were still being uploaded. That is something I have done, because I plan ahead for stuff. So if there's ever videos that like may be shorter or like hopefully don't seem rushed, but if they seem shorter, it's because I'm probably trying to get multiple videos out in advance. If you see a bunch of videos scheduled in advance, it's probably because I'm busy and I can't I don't have a lot of time like in the near future to record a lot. That's usually what happens. Let's do my little spider reading a mushroom book. This little food one in the middle. I do like this sticker a lot, the middle one. It's funny. You want so many stickers. Oh my god, you want more stickers. Okay. Yeah, you get green. That's good. Okay. Can you do guy voices as well? If they're really high or they're voiced by usually a female VA, even if they're like non-binary or something, just like an AFAB voice actor, I can do it. Because that is my vocal range. That's what I'm working with. I can't do anything that's like super low. If you think that that's possible for me, I assure you it's not. So if you have a commission for like a super deep male voice, uh, I'm not your guy. I'm not your guy. I can do like an androgynous range at best, but that is all. I have not really unlocked the secret powers yet. Who knows? Someday I might, but um, most likely it's not going to be accessible because I'm already familiar with my range. And of course, like I'm still trying new characters out and stuff, but for the most part, like what you've heard in all the videos so far that's pretty much as I can do, and then anything like kind of similar. Oh yay, we're done. Okay. Are you a big fan of gacha? Not really. I do not like all the gambling and microtransactions and stuff. I also I just don't have a lot of time to I don't have a lot of time to make a sticker either. I quit. Let me go buy some little treats for my little creatures. Actually, let's see what we can buy. Let's buy rainbow paper. I'm bored. I want rainbow paper. I think I'm gonna do one of these too. I think I'll do hearts. I also have hollow love though, so I kind of just bought the other one for no reason. Can I refund that? No, they're not gonna let me. Whatever, dog. I'm going to bed. All right. Yeah, no, I don't really like gachas. I know, like, I like Hoyoverse games. It's whatever. That was so loud. Thank you, Steam. Um, but yeah, like, I don't have the time to grind that much anymore. And as much as I would love to spend the entire day playing Zenless, which is what I would do, by the way. If I was going to grind for Zenless, I would do that for literally the whole day. Because that was how long it took to do all the quest stuff, the friendship, hangout stuff for the characters, and to do like as much as I could to save as much polychrome, I think polychrome as I could, which is just not good. You know, like I like the games that I actually play. Marvel Rivals, Fortnite. I was playing Call of Duty for a while. Uh, what else do I play? Indie games like this, games that I can just do a little bit and then quit, or games that are like simulation to where I'm like running a business or something. Excuse me. That is the most easy game for me. It's most fun. When gacha games get too packed with like story or packed with um, just very long stuff to where it's like, oh, you might be starting story, but you can't quit and pause and return until like 30 minutes to 2 hours in. That's way too much time for me to just sit down and do one thing when the story is just not that interesting to me, when it's mostly just what is it? Okay, it's walking back and forth, it's going to this new area and running around, like it's just so much time spent doing stuff that could be skipped so that I could learn the story, but I don't have to go through all that, you know? Um, and I know dialogue skipping is an option, but I just like it's not even an attention span thing. I just don't have the time to do so much story and so much dialogue and stuff when it's just like it feels very repetitive after a while. You know, I see quail eggs used to be my shit. That's good. I'm glad to see another quail egg enjoyer. If you could be anything, and by anything I mean literally anything, what would you be? So, let's see. I have like OCs that are kind of freaky. I think I'd probably just be one of them. Um, Fox Girl would low-key be ideal. Let's see. Because I know like my pretty much my main OC is that. And then I have another one that's basically like a little kitsune weirdo with wings. I think that's pretty cool. But that stems from my enjoyment of winged wolves when I was younger. That was my favorite shit, dude. That was my favorite. Ugh. Will you make keyboard ASMR? Probably not. I don't really have like a nice keyboard. I have a pretty old one. I think it's like I don't even know what brand it is because I got it from someone and I don't really know like the specs on it or anything. Realistically, I should probably get a new one. But I have not invested yet because I don't know like what I think this keyboard's like it's either a 60% or an 80%, which I learned that was a thing in keyboards. It's like how many keys or how many different types of keys it has. Um, I didn't know what that was. So when I was looking for keyboards, I was like, what the hell? And then there's another thing where it's like, I bought keys for a keyboard, and this keyboard apparently, the keys don't come off because they're all connected to like the LED shit. And I didn't know. I didn't know about that. So Ugh, yeah, no, I gotta do a little more research and stuff. Ugh. Okay, let's see. Oh my god, where did there we go. Jeez, I'm like, I need to really catch up on the chat, I'm so sorry. Is there any release window for next Jane? So, I don't plan on doing her super soon because I have a lot of other characters I need to get through, but definitely always, as long as they're popular, Jane and Ellen will always be returning. Yeah, so do not worry. Do not worry. Do not worry, do not fret about stuff like that. Okay, I don't need any of the little frogs yet, but I can definitely make a little sheet for it. Oh yeah, what a little freak. We can definitely put like at least 12. I wonder if I can put any more. Oh, I can't. They can probably fit a whole nother row in here. Let me just move everything up. Yeah, we got enough room. There we go. It's low-key majestic from afar. We did good, we did good. There, so now if I print 1, it prints 15 total. Okay. Ye Guang is coming, for sure. I am working on stuff for her. I'm just like, oh, the rainbow paper's so pretty. I don't know why I didn't get that sooner. But what the hell? Okay. Okay. You didn't order one of these. I'm stupid. Hold on. You ordered one of these. You ordered one of these. You ordered one of these. And you ordered a little spider. Oh, wow. The layout is low-key fire. That's awesome. Have fun, little creature. Oh, not a frog ordered. That's weird. Don't do that. GUN warm-up. So the GUN warm-up, I think, is just me saying, Officer GUN. That's all I say. Or I repeat, okay, a very funny line. It's in one of her trailers. It's just her talking to her mom outside going, for dinner, I'd like I do that, I'll do that, and then the Officer GUN over and over again until I feel like I got the voice, and then I'll do it in between recordings, as many times as I need to continue the audio efficiently. I've grown on to Vivian a lot since she was introduced to me. Me as well. I do like her actually a lot. What about the past two Vivian ASMRs? What do you want for those? So same warm up as I said earlier for that was just the My Dear Faithin thingy, or just saying Faithin. Usually gets me in the voice pretty well. If I say it a couple of times, or the what is it? No one touches my dear Faithin. Like something like that. I forget what line it is exactly, but yeah. Strange feeling. Trying to do Kaleda would hurt your throat so badly. It probably would, but I'd probably use something very similar to what I do for like Ash Ketchum. YouTube, how did YouTube monetization treat you? No strike recently. So the only strike that I had is it's wearing off by February, which is insane, by the way. Because I talked to like 2 people and they couldn't explain like what exactly got me the strike, but they just said, sorry, our AI actually felt like it was too much, so this doesn't fall off until February. And it's like, okay, thanks, dude. I've got nothing crazy so far. It's only gonna be like 2 more months, and then I won't have to worry as much. But yeah, no, I'm good. Do you plan on doing ASMR for different games, or do you just plan on focusing on Zenless? So the plan is we milk the Zenless cow for as long as we can. I also just enjoy the character, so it's like as long as I'm interested in it, and then whatever other things you guys end up letting me know you're interested in. I know like Wuthering Waves won like a game award and stuff, so it's popular enough to where it could use some stuff. I just need to get more used to the characters and whatever. I obviously can't jump into it immediately because I do need to do a lot of research, maybe some gameplay, like watch throughs and stuff. Because I really do not know anything about that world, but I love to dive into that as well, like any similar games and stuff, and whatnot. I think like stuff like that it's doable for sure. Do you think Hugo would like light monsters? Probably, probably. Would you miss this if you had enough money to stop? Maybe a little. I think like definitely in the future I will probably just keep up Patreon stuff. I don't know if I'll do as much YouTube stuff. But that is assuming that Patreon gets better. I don't have a whole lot of members right now, so if Patreon becomes like a more livable wage than the other thing, then sure, you know, I could put more time and energy into like paid work. But um I don't know. I feel like YouTube's a little rough because it's like right now I have the time to do stuff, but in the future I probably won't. So it's like once I get like a really good job and stuff, granted, let's hope that's not like in the far, far, far future and whatever, but like yeah, once I'm able to do better stuff, what might be fun though is like just picking up streaming or something. You know, like doing it once in a while kind of thing of like returning to the channel, maybe making audios here and there, but just not as frequently. That's probably where it's gonna end up. But right now, pretty frequent schedule, and we're good for the next couple of months, maybe year and a half. So yes, I love the Spook Chef character, so much fun. Yeah, I know Yutari is pretty fun. I do like her a lot. And then yeah, games I play in my free time, like I said, Rivals, Rivals Fortnite. I play Slime Rancher and stuff like that. I forget what other little games I played this game. Yeah, I forget what other little games I play. What are they? Spiritfarer, Wolf Quest. I haven't played in a while because it's just being very finicky. So once they fix the bugs, maybe I'll see. Who knows? Yuzuha Alice Naruto, okay. Hardstuck Celestial and Rivals. Yeah, no, I haven't reached that in on any character, so that's super fun. Arknights, I don't know. I might watch like someone else play it though. Oh, let me drink water before my voice dies. Okay. Oh, thank you so much. I see a donation. Oh my god. Phoenix Rose Baxton 990. Heyo, I know I've said it before, but again, can I thank you enough for your hard work and for everyone here for an awesome community. Also, the Proxies X, a healthy sleeping schedule is the best ship. That's so true, and thank you so much for the $20 donation. I appreciate you so much. Do you like any Telltale games? Life is Strange I played recently, and it was super, super good. That's definitely, my... It's the only Telltale I've played, so obviously it's my favorite. I'm gonna try to play Wolf Among Us at some point, which probably won't be a stream game, but it'll probably be a really good experience just in terms of like me learning more about writing and characters and stuff. How much is the average ASMR comp? I'd say like average of what people commission, $40 and up. That's usually what I get. I get like $40 to $100 is my usual range of what people are willing to spend. But if you're curious about specific rates, I have it in my card, which is linked in the bio of my YouTube channel. So whenever you're curious about stuff, feel free to click on that and fish around, and then send me an email if you have any questions. For anything, question for the anything question, most choose cat or billionaire. For myself, I'd be a four-armed skeleton. Real. Yeah, no, being a cat would be interesting too. I think I'd feel too like weak because I'm so tiny. So maybe like just a bigger animal. I think maybe like a mountain lion or something. I know they have a very hard life though, so maybe like I don't know, like a big cat with like a high success rate in like hunting and stuff. Can you tell that I like animals? Can you tell? Um, I think about it. I'm like, murder drones. Yes, I do. I haven't caught up on the recent episodes, but I do like that series. You use this as a page for your audios, yeah. So, to answer that question, I still am on that site. I don't use it on another site. I just open paid memberships because I learned that when you do paid tiers, they don't strike your stuff. So if you guys are paying for it, they're not going to have any issue with it, which is, slightly unfortunate, but it's also like, okay, man, whatever. They're just so weird and finicky about stuff. It just does not make sense. But, you know, whatever they want, I guess. See, please do more Evelyn or Astra Yao. I have an Evelyn audio coming out soon with Astra Yao as the intended listener. It's going to be an F for F. You're not going to be like, you know, called a woman or anything, but you're gonna feel like a pretty little doll. Okay, so prepare yourself. You're gonna feel like a pretty little princess. Um, and that's the goal, which is just F for a feminine listener. You don't necessarily have to like go by she, her, or anything. But yeah, no, that's gonna be a fun audio. It's gonna be sort of a ship audio, but it's like one-sided where I don't have to do Astra's voice too. If you felt you could do, oh my god, ASMR on different stuff, then I gotcha. You usually do stuff on? Would you? I think yes and no, because I'm looking at like the Reze Chainsaw Man audio and I'm like, oh god. It probably flopped because I don't have an AI girl in the thumbnail, which YouTube loves. Oh my god. So many ASMR creators use AI for their thumbnails and it's so frustrating. Because I try to grab like official artwork and like official stuff from like posters and movie promotional stuff and like game promotional stuff that actual artists have drawn. And I'm bested constantly by people who'd rather just go to fucking, I don't know, ChatGPT or something and be like, generate me an image of a busty fox woman. And it's like, yeah, I guess you can do that. I guess nothing's stopping you. And then all the followers and fans are like, I'm eating this shit up. I'm like, it's whatever. You know. Me too, blessing my ear. Oh yes, yes, yes. Hoyoverse hates the moms and dads of the CCC universe. Is everyone's parents dead? Who knows? Overwatch might be popular. Yeah, like stuff like that. It's like, yeah, maybe. Um, Arknights maybe. Who knows? I don't know what that game's about yet. I forgot. Favorite ASMR videos made. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I have a favorite. I think it's probably one of my Jane ones. That's probably one of those. I just like I don't know if I you know what? Might be the like Jane TLC one. The Love and Care one. Who knows? Who knows? You guys should check it out. Who knows? Who knows? I thought of you again. Another question. Actually, a Japanese high schooler, my ex-girlfriend, who's 1 year younger than me, has been aspiring to become a voice actor. She's pretty good at playing Jane, by the way. Could I get some advice for her from you? If she should run a YouTube channel, etc., have practice acting. Yeah, no. So I think like best advice I have for people who start with impressions is that the actual acting matters too. So you can definitely nail the impression, but people will enjoy your audios more if they sound genuine. So if she wants to start a YouTube channel, best of luck to her. I'd say just really practice and listen to feedback. Do not be selfish and don't be prideful when it comes to people telling you that they don't hear the emotion in your voice. If they don't hear it, they don't hear it. Um, when you're constantly listening to your voice, you can get very caught up in like opinions and very caught up in, well, I think I'm good at this, and well, that was kind of rude to say, and it's like sometimes you just have to listen to the harsh feedback. Definitely when I first started, I got a lot of feedback saying that my impressions were like good, but it sounded like the character was depressed because I wasn't actually putting emotion into it, you know? For example, when I first started doing voice acting, a lot of my impressions were of like characters like Venti from Genshin Impact and stuff, very upbeat characters. I am not an extremely upbeat person, so when I voice characters like that, just to begin with, it's not going to sound good because it's going to need a lot of practice for me to get to the energy level that that character's at because I'm usually at such a low energy level. Um, it takes me a lot, you know? So, if your girlfriend sounds bubbly most of the time, it's probably going to be easier. You know, it's like, where are you starting from? But yeah, just keep practicing. Take advice, ask for advice. And yeah, I mean, best I can say is just go do research. See what things you like about other channels and see what you want to do. Try to mimic things, make it original, have a brand, all that stuff. Everything's important, all that kind of stuff. Spiritfarer was the game where you help people pass on. Yes, it was. Yeah, very, very good game. The seventh of Marvel Rivals Ace Corey, tons of people will listen. Yeah, yeah. Did you test the Nikkei audios because I play the game for myself to understand the role and characters? Yeah, no, Nikkei's pretty fun actually. I'd like to do a couple audios with that because those shockingly actually performed really well. So, I'll try to revisit Nikkei and we'll see if like that results in anything fun. Yeah, no, Nikkei's very like story, um, very very good with story. It's also equally good at gooning, but it's whatever, dude. Recommend streaming and playing Walking Dead Telltale. Yeah, yeah, no, I definitely could. I guess like I've also played Dispatch recently, and I do plan on making a Blonde Blazer and then an Invisigal ASMR, and maybe that'll do something for people. Who knows, really? Cats are the highest success rate with hunting are actually small cats. Yeah, yeah. The jungle cat and the what is it? It's like the weird like sand cat. They have a really high success rate, and then like I don't know, I don't know what out of the big cats. I don't know what has the highest success rate because like I watched a documentary recently about mountain lions, and they struggle a lot to like especially keeping their babies alive. Like only what is it? It was like one of four usually survive, and it's like that sucks. What the hell? Yeah. Oh my god, so sad. But yeah. Do you have water with you to drink? Yes, it is. I have water. Never fear, never fear. That's one of my streaming preps is making sure my water bottle's full. I really hate the AI thumbnails. Yeah, no, it's very like it's just a low effort to me, and I know ASMR artists like semi personally who I've like collabed with and whatever who do AI shit on their thumbnails, and I'm like, girl, please stop doing that, you know? Uh, it's just bad. It's just bad. Do you plan for more relaxing as far as the easy characters, like hang out with them in the calm ambience of a hollow, so we can girls will spot you? Um, yeah, no, I could do more stuff like that. I think like it's fun. It's fun. Doing ones where like it's just a very simple scenario. I've tried to do that a couple times in the seed one that's again coming out this Sunday if you guys want to catch it. In the seed one, you're laying in a flower field and basically just talking the whole time and relaxing. Um, Stuff like that I'd like to do more of, just because it's like those are going to be quicker audios to get out if it's just doing one thing. Oh, excuse me. If the audio has a bunch of stuff happening in it, it's gonna take longer to make, obviously, and sound effects tend to be longer editing process because I have to go back through like 20 minutes of audio and figure out where I improvise things to happen because most of these audios nowadays are not scripted. When I first started out, they were all scripted, which would, take more time. But as I got into it, I was like, I'm not scripting all of these, Like, if I know enough about the character, I'm not scripting these. So, yeah, no. It definitely has changed. Um, for sure. Okay. Oh, that's all the orders for today. Packing. Do I have enough time to make a new one? I don't have enough time. They're trying to kill me. They're trying to kill me. Oh my god. I can buy new, like, colors or something, I guess. What the freak ever, man. Whatever. Um, maybe like a blue or something. Seafoam? Let's do seafoam. Oh, I can't do lime because I'm broke and stupid. Okay, whatever. Oh, what else is there? What's your dream life? If I could, let's see. For example, my SV Forum Skeleton as a Vampire Slayer would be low-key hard. Yeah, no, I think, being a little werewolf in the woods would be so funny. Let's see, who did you like in Dispatch of all characters? I chose to date Invisigal. I don't care about what people have to say about, like, wow, she's like so weird. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I wanted her to touch me in the game, dude. Yeah, no, I was interested in her out of everyone just because, like, here's the thing. When you have two romance options, and one of them is, like, someone who's really professional, and another one who actually seems to be, like, really flirty, it's like, I'm probably gonna go for the one that's already flirting with me because I don't want to deal with, I have to print more freaking stickers. Hold on, guys. Oh my god. Okay. If I'm gonna go for blonde blazer, it's like she didn't even seem that into me, dude. So I'm not gonna deal with that. I'm not gonna deal with the just got out of a relationship woman, and like I'm sure she's great. She just like feels too basic for me, which is not. It's not a problem. I just like Invisigal's personality, more. You know, if were to become an animal, I think I'd become a seal. Thank you. I agree with that. I support this. I don't know if you're gonna ask this before. Do you enjoy doing the NSA missions, or are you indifferent? Um, I'd say they're fun to edit because then it's like, wow, this is actually like coming together in my head like I imagined it to. Um, I wouldn't say I'm indifferent about it. I think like they can be pretty fun. It just depends on what kind of scenario I'm following. Because I think it becomes less fun when it's like, what is it? Not a fun scenario. I've had some like commissions that were just like, this is kind of boring or something, and it's like that happens sometimes. Um, Not a problem at all. Like you guys commission whatever the hell you want to, as long as you're paying for it. It's like I don't care, I'll do anything. Um, no, they're definitely still fun. I think like there can be enjoyment in it, but usually it's like, you know, I don't have as much time or like convenience to record that stuff. So it is a little hard, but doesn't mean it's not fun. Let's see. If you do one thing differently in your career, what would it be? I would have just started earlier, I think, because that and also like investing in a VTuber model as soon as I could or something. And maybe just like a generally better setup earlier on, and probably saving money. And most importantly would probably have been just saving money because if I didn't if I didn't pick up cosplay as a hobby that I didn't like, it's a hobby that I like barely pursue. And it sucks because it's so expensive. So if I were to pick that up again, I would do it better, because it's kind of disappointing how I picked the hobby up and spent so much money on it, and I like rarely do full cosplay photo shoots with the wig on, which is really funny. But it just takes so long, you know? Just takes so long. Really appreciate the effort into those early audios. Oh, of course, of course. Yeah, no, I'm glad that you guys can appreciate the editing and stuff that goes into things. It makes me happy that people do notice that kind of stuff. Am I out of the game sticker? Dude, this guy sucks. Oh my god. He wants the games bunny. What the freak ever, man. There we go. Games bunny for you. Okay. What'd you write? Sea creature, Anomalocaris. Yeah, no, that's a fun one. I think, like, let's see, out of all the sea creatures, I feel like I'm less familiar with sea creatures. I like catfish. I like stingrays. Stingrays, catfish. I forget what other one. Okay, I do like certain species of like fish a lot. I like Cory catfish. I did a lot of research on those because I was considering investing in a fish just for fun. Who care, you know? I just wanted a fish. I was like, damn, would be cool. Maybe. I'm gonna get the. I don't know what else to buy. Do I have hearts for this? Glurm. I don't know. We're gonna buy the fall leaves, and we're gonna buy Little Ghost. Okay. Yes, see that. I like catfish. By the time you read this, I'll be asleep. Alright, well, sleep well. A lot of people wanted to romance Malevola and Dispatch, but I wanted Sonar. Yeah. Yeah, no, I liked Sonar too. I liked Sonar too. I think you'll switch more to game streaming or stuff like this when you lean off. Yeah, probably. Just because it's like, if I end up being, you know, home alone or something in the future and like having time to stream, I'll probably just do that. And then, yeah, because it's like, I don't want to like just stop making content, but if I have to move away from it completely, it's like, yeah, that's gonna be how it is. Um, Most likely what's gonna happen is once I move off of this content, I'm probably gonna move just back to artwork, and then hopefully I'll get like some decent revenue from like artwork stuff. But who knows? Who knows? Planning on cosplaying monotone lighter, but the cosplay community nowadays is just toxic. Yeah, dude, do what you want. Do what you want, cause like people are just really weird about things. I think, God, I see so many like so much racism still, and I'm like, are we still in that era? Like, it's shocking because it's like I'm around people who are just so woke to where like, and by woke I mean like decent human respect. Um, but like my friends are just too woke to where when I see someone being like racist and stuff, I'm like, oh wow, you still exist. Like there are people like that on Earth who are just insane. You know, like I see so many comments on like TikTok pages and stuff of cosplayers getting bashed for like simply being a person of color, and I'm like, oh my god, I just forgot. I just forgot there are people like that because I'm around such decent people, um, to where I am baffled. And that's a good thing, you know, to a certain extent. It's like, yeah, I should be in a place where I don't feel used to that, and I'm glad I'm not used to it. You know, I'm glad I'm not like I'm glad I feel surprised because that shows me that I'm around like good people. But you know, it's so disappointing to see like there's so many fucking crazy people who will hate so much on random cosplayers just because they're like It's their skin color, it's their gender, whatever. It's like it's so weird. It's the shape of their body. It's like all this stuff that's just like this feels irrelevant, probably because it is, um, to the character we're talking about, and it's oh my god, dude, people are just so weird sometimes. Ugh. Yeah. Still waiting for dial-in. Yes, dial-in is coming soon. Do not worry. Do not worry. Tools physique doesn't matter in cosplay Monto, but I'm just using cosplay motivation. Yeah. You're so true. You're so true. Want to carry Atari cosplayers? Yeah, you're so true. This is true. This is true. If money wasn't a problem, what you do with your life and career? I want to eventually end up as a some kind of creative director. Would be really fun. I want to end up in a place where I get to do a lot because I think that's where I feel most fulfilled is when I'm doing a lot and influencing a lot of people. Like that's where I feel best. So being able to do that would be really great. Um, I'm hoping I end up in some similar place to that, and I will be happy. Aside from other stuff that I would like in my life and stuff, I think like career wise, I just need to be in a place where I do a lot because that's just how I am as a person. They'd say, fucking, oh, you never wanna live to work, and it's like I live to work. I love working. Um, yeah, it's like those dog breeds. I don't have enough empty slots. Oh, that's what I needed to buy. I needed to buy more sticker slots, dude. Oh my god. And now we can make more stickers. Hey, everybody. I might not have time to, because I might be closing the stream soon, but we can try. We can try. Let's start with blue. Let's do a white background. But yeah, no, I just need to do a lot. I live to work, dude. I love working. I love doing stuff. I love managing stuff. I love creating stuff. Like, I can't never do that. I cannot do that. It's just something that's, like, it deeply ingrained in me. Um, Ooh, this is low-key fire. We should do it a little square. Oh, just kidding. This could be the play. Okay, let's see. Sorry, I got distracted. I'm too busy making stickers to be present. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. I'm almost done. I'll take away some of those in a second. Alright. Used all my polychrome to get to dial-in. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry you didn't get her. Yeah, no, that's most frustrating thing about the gacha games are like, you could grind for literal days and it is zero guarantee you're gonna get what you want, which is that is the price we pay. That is the price we pay. What am I freaking doing, dude? What am I doing? Oh, I guess I can make it look like he's like running. He's like flying and the leaves are coming off of him. Yeah, we'll do something like that, maybe. Yeah. Who knows, really? Okay. Lovely Yutari video. Have a great night. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Skipped Island. I want Yeshun. Yeah, Yeshun looks pretty cool. I have a thing for fox ladies. I like their designs and I love the big fluffy tails and stuff. What's the most basic thing people should know or be knowledgeable in, but people aren't knowledgeable in? Context maybe. I think like our world currently lacks a lot of context with like social media and stuff, and I think people's attention spans are so brain slop rotted to where everyone's just gonna believe things on the surface, and a lot of the time, people who shall not be named, no, I'm good getting political on here. I'm not conservative. I don't support conservative like ideology because a lot of it is just like destroying the context and the complexity of human beings, of language usage, of historical context of stuff, and like all these things where it's just like if you choose to abide by um things that are overly simplified just because they're easier to understand, you're not engaging with like people in the way that you ideally should. Because I think we should normalize having like more complex or more difficult, emotionally difficult, whatever conversations. I think nothing in life is going to be completely easy, and if you make that the norm, yeah, it's not gonna benefit you, I don't think. But you know, I could sit here saying to each their own. I'm a very opinionated person, and like, fun fact, I'm also like non-binary or whatever. So it's like there are things that do affect me and affect people that I love and care about, and I'm never going to be in the middle ground about that. And to those of you who are also queer in the audience here, I fully support y'all, and I hope that you're doing okay. Any minorities of any kind as well, like I see you, I care as much as I can as like someone who's on the outside of your life. Like it's just life is complicated, and I think people should be more welcoming to having tough conversations and having hard conversations about the fact that life is not just black and white and yes or no and all these things. Like there's so much nuance to life that I think you just need to not even accept, but it's just like you need to learn to be with. Because even if you don't fully accept it, it's always going to be there. And denying the complexity of life is to deny yourself like the reality happening around you, you know? But anyway, what music do you like? Your favorites are Pink Floyd and Queens. I really like All Time Low. That's probably my favorite band. I like indie pop. Indie pop and indie rock are my favorites. I couldn't name to you all the artists I like because my memory is low key horrible. But I do like. What do I put the word imposter on this one? Oh, that could be funny. There's no humor in this at all. It's just fucking around. How do I even finish this? I don't even know what to do. This one looks so dumb. Oh my god, I can't, dude, I can't. I've been using this flag, I don't even know what this flag is, but it's just like for the autumn colors. It's low-key ass. Might have to kill this guy. Chat, we have to kill this guy, I'm so sorry. Yeah, no, like, yeah, seeing, like, anyone being harassed for fucking just being themselves, I'm like, what is wrong with people? Like, if you're online doing any sort of bullying for anyone, I'm like, what do you do on a daily basis? What do you do to have that kind of time to make fun of people online? Oh my god, get a job. Do something. Pick up a hobby, something, like, please. Ugh. When's the next Doofufu? I'm not really sure. I haven't had anything planned with her, but I could. I just not soon, not super soon, but she could return. It might be fun to do like a Jufufu and Polkra one because their voices are so different. So if you guys are interested in that, I'll maybe pitch the idea. I do plan on doing like longer, either binaural or like just duo ASMRs where it's like two characters talking to each other and stuff. Okay. Have you ever thought of doing Ramiro Tempest? Someone said Ramiro Tempest would be interesting. I feel like that was. If that's a dude, I'm a little hesitant because I'm not really a fan of doing like the feminine male characters on my page anymore for personal reasons and stuff, just because of all the weirdo freaks out there. What's your favorite part about what you do now? I like editing. I like gathering sound effects and stuff, and watching everything come together as a final product. As much as I like recording, I definitely like the editing aspect of stuff more, just because it's like, you know, oh, what is it? Just because of things and stuff. I forgot what I was talking about. Who really knows? Who knows? Oh yeah, editing. I like editing. You know, mixing like audio levels and stuff is always interesting because my ears are really sensitive. So when I put stuff at like negative 55 decibels, that's loud enough for me. But I hear from a lot of you guys that it's too quiet to hear music in the background when it's at that level. So I've been trying to bring things up a little bit so that if you listen to it at like a medium volume, you can hear everything that's going on. Because when I play the audio back and I edit it, I'm listening to that shit on full volume, almost, just about, because I'm listening to it with the intent of like, if someone blasted this on max, what would start to feel annoying, you know? That's how I go about editing, but I realize not everyone listens to stuff on max volume, so probably not a good reference point, but I did it anyway for quite a while. I like Jill. Don't know about her backstory yet. Yeah, she's a little like bunny rabbit thing to me. I don't really know what's going on with her. Probably won't plan to do an audio with her anytime soon. The most I will do with characters like that is like a feature or something where like maybe a character close to her has a main audio and then a tinier character like that has a cameo, but cameos are the most I will do with that. I just don't like the characters that look like kids. It's just really weird to me. There's another like bunny girl I think in I want to say Genshin who looks like that, and I was like, cool, I like her because I like the aesthetic. I like the aesthetic of like a bubble gun. I was like, wow, this is awesome. Um, but that was it. I like bunnies and I like bubble guns. Um, and I thought that aesthetic was really cute, but it was not ideal. For her to look the way she does. And it's still always weird to me where like However's has a tendency, and I guess like fucking anime and shit too, just in general, that sort of media has a tendency to make those characters be like, oh, and by the way, they're like 5,000 years old. It's like, okay, you guys keep doing this. I don't know how long everyone's gonna get away with this, but I don't know. No, I'm not a fan. Not a fan. What character do you enjoy voicing the most? Still Jane. I think G1's probably a close second. Honestly, just because like any character that's like really close to my vocal range is like, yeah, like I like voicing that character. Also, Chiwan's like a pretty normal person. She's probably one of my favorites because it's like, yeah, like the way that she talks and like goes about herself, it's probably just gonna be like, it's pretty average, which is great because I don't have to do anything crazy with the audio scenarios, you know? I could possibly do a Bell Patreon audio. Um, yeah, yeah, potentially, potentially. Who knows? Who knows? We'll see where things go. I think there are a lot of other characters that are probably more in demand. But yes, yes, yes. Are you satisfied with the fan base you've grown? Pretty much. I think like most people are pretty chill, especially the people in the server. Um, I do notice that like some of the people, which is, I'm not in the server a lot, but it's like the people who are online a lot maybe are a little too like emotional about certain things and like take things too personally. And that sometimes is just a personality thing and maybe whatever they got going on in their own life. And so I'm not like mad at anything. I'm never extremely judgmental or something of you guys. Like, it's just you do what you need to do, how you need to do it. You take breaks when you need to do it. I state that when you join the server, that if it's too emotionally taxing to be in the server for whatever reason, take a break. Discord does not demand you to be online 24/7. So it's like, please, if you need to, get out of here and come back when you can and when it's healthy for you. But, you know, just emotional regulation and stuff is just always important. Jufufu is kind of okay. Yeah, no, Jufufu is never going to be seen on like Patreon stuff. Um, it's possible for like an ASMR audio. The cat girls are my exception because like I don't know. It's like they're cute, whatever, but it's like they're like Pulchra, I'd rather do more audios of. Unfortunately, so far, Jufufu and Nekomata have been more popular than any Pulchra audio I've ever made. So that shows me it's like there's definitely demand there for like that register of voices or that kind of character, which if money is ever short is gonna be a fallback, when I like if I have to make more YouTube videos and stuff, relying on characters with those higher voices might be where I go. But I'd rather do it with characters who look like Vivian, but maybe also sound like Vivian. It's stuff like that, and it's like it really is just like you have to find a balance, and I'm pretty clear about like what I'm okay with doing and what I'm not okay with doing when it comes to those kind of characters. So as long as you guys can be understanding and know that nothing weird's gonna happen with those characters, we're all good. Like there's not gonna be any romance plots or anything. Um, so far it's like Nekomata's been part of the Cat Cafe series that I started to try doing, which didn't blossom and flourish. I'll probably come back to it at some point, but for now it's like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, the Pulchra is your Streamline's not working, PayPal's doing nothing. I'm not sure. I don't know. Yeah, no, I might revisit Pulchra. Um, but yeah, like the smaller characters like Corrin, for example, and whatever, it's like that's cool and fun and awesome. But also hear me out. I could do the same type of audio scenario, like hanging out with a character and like eating ramen with a different character. Soldier 11 loves eating noodles and stuff and like always is going eating spicy ramen, like stuff like that. I'd rather do, because also I don't want to be talking in a super high voice all the time. It's straining, it's not fun for me. So it's like I'd rather just find a better alternative way to do the same thing. And sometimes that's going to include not going for a certain character, you know? Yeah, I guess we could put him on a piece of toast. I guess we could do that. Should we? I don't know. We could put him on a waffle. Freak. He doesn't belong on a waffle. Not sushi either. This is like the dumbest sticker I've made so far. I have no ideas. I have no ideas with this guy. Put him on a VHS tape. This doesn't go very big though, I don't think. Yeah. Well, shoot. I don't know what to do the background. Oh yeah, look. Oh, but he just disappears. Green. Guess I could make him like... Then you can't see his eyes. No, I don't like that. This was pink. There we go. Okay. Where do I see myself in 20 years? Hopefully still alive. Other than that, I'm not really sure. There's a lot of things that I gotta work out in life, you know? Well, maybe we can put it in a little TV. Maybe you should be in a TV, little guy. Yeah, maybe something like that. I don't know. God, who knows, really? Who knows? Yeah, no, Corn's just like an anxious maid. She's got that, like... I forget what fucking, like, anime trope it is, but it's just like the character who's, like, super nervous and is, like, super, you know... They're very, emotional about stuff and, like, cry constantly and whatever. I'm not the biggest fan of that kind of character. I think, like, the most simple way to word it is just, like, I don't like fucking crybaby characters. Like, they're constantly breaking down at everything. I'm like, oh my god. I can't stand it, but, funny enough, it's the characters I usually end up also playing, so that's fun. The word cool doesn't look like real to me anymore, which is a bit strange. How can I make this look worse? Let's see. Dude, I don't even know. That kind of looks awesome. Let's give him new eyes. New eyes. That looks bad. That looks worse. Okay, let's not do that. Let's go back. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, who knows? Who knows, really? I don't know. Okay. Oh yeah, she's also like violent, I think. She's got like a giant chainsaw or whatever. Prevent her from committing crime. Yeah, something like that. Okay, what the hell? What the hell do I do here? Dude, I don't even know. I don't even know. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. I haven't used the cool sticker yet, so maybe it is play. Maybe it is play. Maybe it doesn't need to have anything else. Maybe it is just this. Maybe it is just that. Could it have a pink spiderweb though? It probably shouldn't. I'm gonna be real. It probably shouldn't. No. Yeah. No. No. Can I make this really tiny? I can. Oh, delight. What a little boy. What a little baby. Little baby leaf. Baby leaf. Okay. No, but that's like too tiny. I kind of like the other leaf shape better. I'm just like... sure. Sure. That's not the one I wanted to move. There we go. I mean, I guess so. Oh, don't move him. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. The leaves are mysterious in nature. I don't know. I don't know. Who knows, really? I really enjoyed the Sons of Caledon arc. Yeah, I think I stayed around in the game for the Sons of Caledon stuff. We're gonna freaking leave this here because I don't know. This little ghost's stupid. He's stupid. I can't finish it. Okay, my nose is getting stuffy, which cues to me that I've probably been talking for too long, and I probably need to head to bed because it's almost midnight. So, yes, you know, Caesar's story and stuff was, like, my favorite. I low-key thought she was gonna die. Just spoilers for the story, I guess, if anyone's, like, not that far in Zenless, which I don't know. If you just started, sure, but... yeah, no, I really liked the story on that and stuff, so that was pretty fun. And yeah, I don't know. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, no, if anyone can, like, if anyone's got special time markers they want to put in the comments of this video when it's uploaded as a VOD, totally comment them. It definitely helps me. I usually scrub through myself too and put little time markers in the description. Yes, no, thank you for joining. I hope you all have a good morning or night. And thank you so much for 30K. Oh my goodness. There's more celebration art coming out soon. Whenever I complete that. Who knows? Who knows really? And yes, I should probably head to bed because I have a lot of stuff to do tomorrow. So enjoy the videos coming out. There's a March 7th audio coming out next Tuesday, which I will schedule tonight. And yes, thank you so much for the support and stuff, and thank you for being here in the